Okay, YouTubers, those of you sticking around, watch me do this lighting project on my little John Deere 4600. We are now on part 3. And if you recall yesterday, when I was got the lights on the tractor and everything, which I'll show you here. As you can see, yep, I got the wiring, I got the lights on, got them in place. I'll have to adjust them, of course, and I'm not sure. And most of the time when I'm running this tractor, this ROPS is actually down, as you've always seen. I'm not on a lot of hills, not a lot of dangerous areas, so I'm comfortable that it broke down out of the way. And plus I don't have to worry about hitting my doorways or anything. Only thing I'm concerned about is how much of this blocks my light coming out. So I'll have to do something a little different there. But anyway, as most of you recall, I was talking about being inspired by you guys to do a better job hooking the wires up other than just twist them together and black tape and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I was going to go to town, and I ended up going to town and getting this Hopkins Accessories Extension 2 flat wire deal, part number 47965. I had to go to, which, there's what it is. The simple 12-inch connector. I ended up having to go to AutoZone, get four of them, and I had to go to, I went to AutoZone, got one, because that's all they had, and I had to go to O'Reilly Auto Parts down the road from it to get the other 4. I'm going to need about 5 of them to do this way I want to do it, but here's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to make a Y. I'll solder this up, shrink tube it. Make a Y, come up off my power line and ground wire through the ROPS. From hook to it. And now this here is going to change a little bit. It's going to be, the red wire for power, white wire for power, because they're covered on the one I'm going to have bringing the power up to the light. And then this part here, these ends will go on those ends of the wire. That way, if for whatever reason this light dies on me, I can unplug it and plug it back in. There's not a lot of messing around with it. There again, trying to make it easier for future concerns or worries. And one thing that did worry me was, I've been watching you people, others on YouTube, doing lighting projects and stuff, and one that really stuck out and made me really go, I got to do this better than just half-assed, was I saw a guy putting LED lights on his tractor. He had a factory wire loom, and rather than trying to get a connector for it that would match the factory loom or connector, or do what I'm doing, make up my own type setup, just cut the factory loom out of there, that individual just jammed the wires in that factory connector. They're like, oh, they're tight enough, they'll stay. Well, that just really, no. That's half-assed work. I don't like that. I don't want to do that on my own stuff. I don't want to do it to someone else's stuff. But anyway, like I'm saying, I'm going to take and fix this up. I'll solder the wires together, shrink tube over them, and then I'll get my other wiring fished through the tubing. And I know on this tractor now to hook onto the purple wire, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a purple wire and a gray wire, factory loom wiring. The purple wire is the hot wire, the gray wire is the ground wire. So I'll hook onto them accordingly, and away we go. So yeah, I've already killed over 4 minutes, and I ain't even showed you the thing hooked up or running, so bear with me. I'll stop here, and I will get things hooked up, and then I'll show you an end result. So yeah, if you want, stick around or just jump to the end. I'll catch you back here in a few minutes. Okay, another section of this video. Alright, what I'm doing is I'm just hooking the wires up and spinning them on at the shrink tube here, and I'm soldering the wires together. And then here's one with the shrink tubing already done. This one I still got to do the soldering yet. And over here, that's what I want to wind up with in the end. This 3/8 wire. Let's see, what's the manufacturer call it? I just call it split wire loom. Manufacturer of this particular stuff just calls it 3/8 wire conduit flame retardant. Yeah, bought a thing of 10 foot of it, and I'm just using it to go around the wires to help protect them as they're up against that frame and everything, the ROPs. Main thing is for me just so they look neat. I don't want a bunch of wires hanging loose and so stuff can get caught on it. But anyway, there's that. In a few minutes and I'll come back around to it. Oh, and short story. What the heck? When I first started working as a mechanic years ago at a truck shop, I'd done this 30 plus years ago. I was told to go fix the lights on a trailer. And I got talking to the guy. I said, well, are they soldered or are they just quick disconnect? What are they? He said, you got to solder the wires. Alright. I asked, where's your soldering iron at? What the guy handed me was a roll of solder, some flux, and a propane torch. Now, the comical thing is, I can solder with the soldering iron, but I've gotten to where I kind of like using the torch. Right or wrong, it's quick, it's easy. I just heat the wire up, tap it, touch it with the solder, and it's like sweating copper fittings on plumbing. So, yeah, I won't show you me doing that because I can't hold the camera and I don't want to be on camera anyway. But a little short thing on just what I'm using to solder the wires with. Anyway, stick around for the end. I'll show you what it looks like in the end. Hang on. Okay, here's a little more on the video. I'll just keep adding to it and I'll try to patch it together later. Anyway, there's kind of a finished idea what I want to do for there. Come around. Of course, I took wire ties, tied to the ROPs, and put it through the hole. Those are weather tight, fittings. They're not going to let a lot of weather into them, so they shouldn't corrode. And then there's, on this side, me coming through, I've got it routed up through the ROPs. Coming out there, going in down underneath, and this has to thread up and over and come over to here somehow. But one thing, handy thing for, as most of you know already, always have some baling wire handy. That makes feeding that wire from point A to point B a lot easier. Or go to town and buy you a fish tape. But anyway, hang on, I'll be right back with something else. Okay, YouTubers, the moment of truth. This is the final section. Well, no, not the final section of it. Because I'll stop, turn the lights out. You know what I'm going to do for you. You know I'm going to do it. Alright. Okay, I have tested it. The lights do work. There again, I tried to neatly do all my wiring. Put these weather sealed type weather connectors on there so that way it doesn't get wet. Going in through the tubing here on the ROPs. Coming at the bottom. Going up and over through tubing on this side. Coming over. Then coming out the bottom of the ROPs on that side. All going to a wire. As you can see, I've taken away the halogen light I had here. I'm really hoping that the way this ROPS is, that breaks over right here, I'm really hoping that doesn't affect my lighting too bad. I hope I'll still be alright with it. We'll find out. You may hear me go cuss or cry or whatever, but anyway. So yeah, lights are on, lights are hooked up. Dang. Hell be chubby. Anyway, got this set hooked up. Everything all neatly done. And same way, going round over into the ROPS tubing, coming out down here. Got a little extra on the wiring, so I just tried to neaten it up and put it on top of the axle. Get it up in there so it doesn't catch on nothing. But try to make it look neat, somewhat neat, and carry on. Yeah, give me a minute to turn the lights out, and I will show you what it looks like with the new lighting, at least in the shop. So hang on. Alright, moment of truth, cuss, cry, or holler, whatever. Turn the lights on. Okay, there's the hazards, traveling lights, work light. I'll put you clear up here. I think that might work out pretty good for me. I'm going to have to do some tweaking, a bit of aligning, but I think that's going to work out for me in the end. I do believe. Even back there, in the back, I think that's going to work out pretty good in the long run. I do have a little bit of light, more light back here than I thought I was going to. I know I probably didn't show very good on this camera, but which, by the way, I'm trying out a new camera. Wife thought she'd help me with a little YouTube hobby here I got, and bought me a Walmart camera, a little $30-ish looking thing, I think. Might be more than that, but Vivitar. I think I'm shooting on 760 to do, or 760. I think it can do 1080. I'm just doing a low version, but yeah, I think it's gonna work. And then, so I can do this and not bust my back. Hang on a minute. Flip you around this way. I'm just happy the dang thing's worked. Yeah, I think it worked. Yeah. Now flip this switch here. That gives me even more light back there. So I think when I'm working snow, I'll have all kinds of light back there so I can see what I'm going to hit. And hopefully I've got enough light up there so I can see not hit stuff. So anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Those who have subscribed, thank you. Appreciate you subscribing. All the rest of you, if you want, hit that subscribe button. I'll try to entertain you one way or another. And please comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to. And take care, and I'll catch you on another one. Bye.